Hey guys, welcome back to Razor RC. Just want to shoot a little video today talking about TLR 22 series lightweight modifications that you can make to your buggy, truck, or short course. I think these would pretty much apply to any of those vehicles. What I got in front of me here is a TLR 22T 3.0, and the 22T 3.0 runs quite a bit above roar minimum weight. I think roar minimum weight is 1700 grams or 1701. This truck, when I first got it, weighed about 1920, ready to run. So, there's obviously a lot of opportunity there to drop some weight. So I've been making some changes. Just want to talk about what I've gone through, the changes I made, and then not just what I made, but actually how many grams that dropped, and also the cost for those modifications. So with those two things, you can kind of get an idea of sort of cost to gram ratio. Basically trying to get an idea of what's the most effective way to drop some weight. So if you had like 60 bucks to spend to drop some weight on your kit, what would be the best thing? Is it the Lunsford Turnbuckles? Is it a battery? Is it the top shaft? Whatever. So hopefully that'll add some value to you guys and give you an idea of what to look for when you want to drop some weight. So first thing I want to talk about is actually tires, and tires actually make a huge difference in terms of how much weight they'll drop. So I have a little trusty scale here, and actually a set of Proline primes on TLR wheels comes in at what, 466 grams, 465. That's actually fairly heavy. If you actually run a set of AKA crosslinks on DE wheels, and the DE wheels actually weigh about the same as the TLR wheels. You can see we're dropping 30-40 grams of weight right there. So tire selection is alone going to make a big difference. Not that you're really going to probably choose one tire over another, but if you had two choices of tires that are weighing about the same, that are providing about the same amount of traction, you might want to check out which ones are lighter. If you're running electrons, for example, and crosslinks, maybe they both work at your track, and the crosslinks might be lighter. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. So after that, I just want to kind of walk through my vehicle, show you what I've done, and then we'll talk about the grams and the cost. So front to back, starting with the turnbuckles, I got Lunsford titanium turnbuckles, set of 6 all the way around. Cost about $30, $32 depending on where you buy them from. And they actually dropped 15 grams of weight. So you're talking about a $2 to 1 gram ratio, which is actually pretty good. That tends to be one of the better modifications if you want to sort of get that value. The next thing I've done is actually run titanium, shock standoffs. So these are, I think, also made by Lunsford. I bought these for, what was it? I think it was $24, and then they dropped 4 grams of weight. So about $6 per gram, maybe not the cheapest thing. A little bit on the higher side is we'll find. And one thing I want to mention about these numbers is that some of these are kind of off of memory. So I did weigh everything, but some of these I put on actually my 2.0 over a year ago. So hopefully these numbers are accurate. They should be pretty close, but let me know if some of these numbers are off. So the shock mounts, $24, 4 grams, maybe not the best value. The next thing you'll notice is actually I'm not running an ESC fan. That's free, right? Most of the ESCs come with a fan. I took that off. That dropped 8 grams of weight, so definitely take that off. I'm running a 13.5, so I don't need a fan. So if you're running stock or sort of spec class, you probably can run without the fan. Next thing I want to talk about actually are these body clips. So the stock body clips from TLR are these pretty large body clips, and then I dropped them down to basically sort of these medium size or smaller size body clips. Each of those actually dropped 0.3 grams of weight. So if you did all 4 or all 6, you're talking about 1 to 1.5 grams of weight, or a little more than that, I guess, if you did all 6. And body clips are quite cheap. Probably about $5 for 10, $6 for 10. So you're talking about somewhere around, what does that come out to? About $1, about 50 cents a body clip. So somewhere about 1 to 1 ratio. $1 per gram, so definitely one of the cheaper modifications. You might have some extra body clips, throw those on, drop some weight, bling bang blow. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the battery strap. So if you can see, I got the TLR carbon fiber battery strap. This goes for, what was it, $15 and, I'm sorry, $30. Wow, that's quite expensive. 30 bucks for a battery strap. Wow, okay. And it dropped half a gram of weight, so definitely not a good value. That's really more for bling factor. Also gives you a little more clearance on the wires here. So carbon fiber battery strap, I cannot recommend that if you're just looking to save some bucks and drop some weight. That's not going to help you too much. You also see underneath the battery strap, I've got actually a low profile battery. So I've got the ProTech, I think it's a 3800 milliamp hour battery, and it's this little Slim Shorty. So Slim Shorty battery, 60 bucks, and dropped about 60 grams, 60 to 70 grams. So definitely, actually what we'll find is the best value. If you want to drop some weight for cheap, low profile battery is the way to go. About $1 per gram, you'll drop a ton of weight and it won't cost you a whole lot. And actually this ProTech battery is also like a lithium high voltage, so you can charge it up to a little above 8.4, and by the time it kind of gets to its rest voltage, you'll be at 8.4, so you'll get a little bit of performance there as well. So definitely recommended lightweight battery if you don't already have one. The next few things I want to talk about are actually in the transmission that you can't see here. But I've got a few things going on there if you've seen my other videos. So I've got an MIP all aluminum top shaft. That costs $15. Dropped 1 gram of weight, so not a whole lot of weight. But that is rotating mass, so obviously that's better than static weight on the vehicle. So I don't know what the right ratio, probably about 10 to 1 is what most people are using. 1 gram of weight and rotating mass will help about 10 grams elsewhere, is the number I've heard. So something to look into. Another thing in the transmission is I'm running a composite idler gear. So the stock idler gear is aluminum. You can get 2 composite idler gears from TLR, and it's in this particular case, this is the truck 3.0, and it fits the same idler gears as the 22 buggy 3.0 idler gears. And so those were 10 bucks for 2, about $5 each, and they dropped 1 gram of weight, so about 5 to 1. If you really want to drop some weight, that's one thing you can look into. I actually stripped one of those composite idler gears, so I went back to the aluminum one. But if you're looking for the ultimate weight reduction, that's kind of a cheaper way also to drop some weight. And then I've also got, let's see, what else we got? Turnbuckle battery strap, either gear, but so I have also got the Mip Bi-Metal Out Drives. Sorry, it's a little hard to tell you. You can't actually tell from the outside, but I'm running the Bi-Metal Out Drives, which are basically steel out drives mated into aluminum, basically hubs, and that costs, let's see here, Bi-Metal Out Drives, $41, and dropped 9 grams of weight. So a ratio of about 4 to 1, but that is a lot of rotating mass. Not only is it rotating mass, but it's actually rotating mass around the kind of the outside with the hub, the aluminum hubs. Right, the further the weight is from the center of rotation, actually the greater effect it'll have. Kind of like how a figure skater, when they're doing, those little, what do you call them, spins or spirals or whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I don't know much about figure skating. But when doing those little spins, they bring their arms in closer to their body, and that actually speeds up their rotation. So similar to the same thing on the drivetrain. The more the mass is centralized to the center of rotation, actually, the faster it'll spin. So 41 bucks, 9 grams. Definitely something I would look into if you want to speed up the performance of acceleration and braking, that sort of thing. So I think that pretty much covers everything I've done to this truck. Hope that helped you out. Give me an idea of if you want to spend some money, what would you do? Definitely do the battery first, probably the out drives, and then you can get in things like turnbuckles and body clips. Probably the 4 things I would look into cost wise. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, this applies to all the 22 series as far as I know. They all use the same transmission. They all, obviously use shorties. They all use turnbuckles, the same shock standoffs. So this should pretty much apply to all the 2-wheel drive 22 vehicles. All right, well, catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.